According to the National Geographic, ocean plastic is estimated to kill millions of marine animals and seabirds every year. And scientists predict that by 2050, plastic will outweigh the number of fish in the entire ocean. Plastics often break down into smaller and smaller particles, called microplastics, which can be ingested by both animals and people and remain in our environment for hundreds of years or longer. Here are a few helpful tips on how you can help stop the tide on plastic pollution. Tip 1. Bring reusable bags when grocery shopping. Tip 2. Avoid using plastic straws or use reusable straws when having a drink. Tip 3. Drink from a reusable water bottle instead of buying individual bottles. Tip 4. Tell your friends and family about the effects of single-use plastics. You can help reduce the amount of single-use plastics by spreading the word and going green. For more information and to take the pledge, visit reduceyourusetambabay.org.
Hey, would you do me a favor? Grab your phone or smart device and open up that camera. Then point it right here at the QR code. Do you have it? I'll wait a second. When you see the link pop up on your screen, give it a tap. You ready? Boom! Welcome to the Hillsborough County official YouTube channel. We've got all sorts of videos here, all about what makes our community such an awesome place. From local events and community highlights to what's in the perfect Cuban sandwich. We've got it all. We're always adding new things, so while you're here, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll never miss a new video. Here's that QR code again, just in case you missed it. Go ahead and check it out. Ooh. This must have fallen out of that video. This really is the perfect Cuban sandwich.
Good morning and welcome to the Hillsborough County Board of County Commissioners Quarterly Awards and Recognition Ceremony. Would everyone please rise for the pledge and invocation given by our chaplain, Commissioner Cameron Cepeda.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heavenly Father, as we come before you today, we just thank you for who you are, first of all, and acknowledge you in all of our ways. And we pray for a special blessing today on all of those that are receiving awards. They have such a servant's heart and always thinking of others before themselves and serving and serving. And we just thank you for them, and we just pray a special, special blessing on their lives and everything that they need. In your holy name, amen.
Thank you, Commissioner Cameron Cepeda. Today's ceremony celebrates the employees, departments, and volunteers whose work and accomplishments help make Hillsborough County a great place to live, work, and play. Out of respect for all those being recognized today, we would ask that all of our attendees remain until the conclusion of the ceremony, if you're able to do so. Before I call on Commissioner Myers to present the first three recognitions, I want to point out that County Administrator Bonnie Wise is not here today. We've got our friend Tom Fessler here, but there's a reason that Bonnie's not here. There's a very special announcement that I'm going to ask Commissioner Owen to please give.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And Pap and Daughtry, I see you guys over there. Our Chief Jones just got Firefighter of the Year for the state of Florida, and I think it's a true, It is a true testament, so well deserved, and I know that Chief Jones, if he was here, what he would say right now is it's not all him, that it's the folks that work for him, the people that are sitting here right here today. So just want to really recognize Chief Jones, but not just Chief Jones, our entire department here in Hillsborough County that keeps us safe, fights fires, and Pat, Mr. Daughtry, thank you all for everything you all do. God bless you all, and God bless our firefighters.
Thank you, Commissioner Owen. And I don't know if they've told the chief yet, but I guess Bonnie found out a day or two ahead of time, and so Bonnie and Greg and Hillsborough County was well represented down there, which I know was a surprise to the chief, and so I'm very pleased and honored for him to receive that recognition. And with that, Commissioner Myers, I want to introduce the first recognition.
Oh, I'm so glad I'm first because it still relates to fire and rescue. So hats off to Chief Jones and his staff. But good morning, and thank you, Mr. Chair. I'm going to ask Tim Dudley of the Director of Emergency Management to please come to the podium. Good morning, Tim. How are you? And welcome. It is a pleasure to present three proclamations that recognize the hard work, dedication, and accomplishments of our first responders and volunteers during emergencies, most notable hurricane season. This first responder includes the dedicated staff of the Office of Emergency Management and the community partners, amateur radio operators, and members of the Community Emergency Response Team, also known as CERT. We'll start with the Hurricane Preparedness Week, which recognizes an important event and the commitment that Mr. Dudley and his staff demonstrated to the community. And I'll read the first proclamation. Whereas Hillsborough County subtropical climate continues to attract people from all over the world to live, work, and visit, and whereas in this last couple of years, Hillsborough County has severe weather emergency operations centers activation, which included numerous tropical storms and hurricane relief efforts. Whereas residents are urged to prepare for the unexpected and make every effort to protect themselves, their loved ones, their pets, and their property. And whereas Hillsborough County is committed to preserving the safety, security, and livelihood of all residents and visitors during any disaster, and encourages families to make informed and responsible preparations in the event a hurricane and any other disaster may threaten the area. And whereas this year's Hurricane Preparedness Week is a countywide effort to inform local communities about the dangers of hurricane season and what action residents and visitors should take to stay safe. And whereas Hurricane Preparedness Week is marked by a variety of local educational events and outreach activities focused on the importance of taking action, including a variety of hurricane preparedness events and targeted outreach to residents in evacuation zones and mobile home countywide. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Board of County Commissioners of Hillsborough County, Florida, does hereby declare July 16, July 22nd, 2023, as Hurricane Preparedness Week in Hillsborough County and encourages all residents to take action early to be ready for any storm that may threaten the area. And I think we are ready. Mr. Dudley, this proclamation is for you, and I'd like for you to share some comments with us.
Thank you, Commissioner Myers, and I'd like to also thank the board for this opportunity and the board making readiness a priority for Hillsborough County. We all know that we've been seeing significant impacts and how these storms have been coming in and how hard and fast they've been coming in, and it's vital that we're ready as a community and as a team. And speaking of team, I'd like to thank all the folks over at Hillsborough County Fire Rescue and the staff of the Office of Emergency Management and all the staff that report to the EOC and around the county to their emergency response jobs to ensure that we're ready to go. And now this is the time of the season to make sure you have a plan for your family, your businesses, your pets. Make sure you're staying informed by signing up for HCFL Alert. And make sure you know your hazards by visiting our Stay Safe site where you can get all the information you need to make sure you and your families are ready to go and ready to respond. Thank you.
Thank you. And speaking of preparedness, you know, this weekend I was out of water, but I didn't see anything was coming soon. So I said, let me go where I can pick up 6 or 8 cases of water from Sam's, and they won't say, oh, you have to only get 1 at this time. So being prepared that's what it's all about. Okay, so the, make sure, got you. Okay, our next, now hold on with me. Okay. Our next proclamation is for the Community Emergency Response Team. So what we have someone, are you taking all 3? Oh man, you're really doing it this morning. You representing all 3? Oh. Okay, because I know at the board meeting we had someone else, but I understand. Okay, so this proclamation reads, whereas the Community Emergency Response Team, also known as CERT, originated in 1985 and are composed of trained civil volunteers who assist the local first responders during disasters, and whereas CERT volunteers provide countless hours of community service in emergency, and whereas CERT members serve in all 50 states, including many tribe nations and the U.S. territories, and each is unique to their community and essential to building a culture of preparedness. And whereas CERT volunteers further demonstrate their value by providing free service during disasters, including Hurricane Ian response, participating in the county preparedness exercise, staffing emergency positions, and attending charitable events. And whereas experienced CERT members are on call 24 hours emergency preparedness, demonstrating emergency skills and readiness to provide self-supporting and community response without further infrastructure being required. And whereas Hillsborough County recognizes the service of CERT volunteers of Hillsborough County Fire Rescue Office of Emergency Management, the City of Plant City, the City of Tampa, and the City of Tempe Terrace. And whereas Hillsborough County appreciates the diligence of CERT volunteers who serve tireless hours in support of the county's community, now therefore be it proclaimed that the Board of County Commissioners of Hillsborough County, Florida, does hereby declare July 19, 2023 as Community Emergency Response Team Day in Hillsborough County and encourages all residents to show their appreciation for the dedication, spirit of service, and expertise to all volunteers of CERT. So you have a few more words you can share with us about CERT.
Again, thank you. We can't do this without volunteers. It's truly a community effort, and folks trust those when they see their neighbors and someone they recognize. That's what makes that a critical resource. So again, these are great teams that have done a lot of work for us in these most recent times of disasters. And if you want to volunteer, they've always got slots for you, for your families or friends. Thank you.
And thank you. The third recognition out of this group is for Amateur Radio Week, which honors the tireless efforts of local amateur radio operators who provides critical communication during emergency. And the proclamation read, okay, you're gonna take all three, so we're good. The proclamation reads, whereas amateur radio operators are celebrating nearly a century since the first human voice broadcast over the airwaves, and radio continues to provide a bridge between people, societies, and countries. And whereas amateur radio operators have provided countless hours of volunteer community service during emergencies, lending their talents free of charge to local organizations for decades. And whereas amateur radio operators offer invaluable assistance by providing free radio communications for local parades, bike-a-thons, walk-a-thons, fairs, and other events. And whereas the American Radio Relay League, also known as AIR, is the National Association for Amateur Radio Operators, and the AIR Amateur Radio Field Day exercise took place from June 24th to June 25th, 2023. And whereas the AIR Amateur Radio Field Day exercise is a 24-hour emergency preparedness program that demonstrates the radio amateur skills and readiness to provide self-supporting communications to the community. And whereas the Hillsborough County celebrate this diligence of operators known as hams, who also serves as weather spotters in the Skywarn program of the National Weather Service. And whereas Hillsborough County recognizes the service of amateur radio operators provide to emergency response organizations, including Hillsborough County Fire and Rescue Office of Emergency Management, the City of Plant City, the City of Tampa, and the City of Temple Terrace. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the Board of County Commissioners of Hillsborough County, Florida, does hereby declare July 16th through July 22nd, 2023, as Amateur Radio Week in Hillsborough County, and encourages residents to show their appreciation for the dedication, spirit of service, and expertise to all amateur radio operators in the community. So all three plaques, which I'm more than happy. I think you have 6 hands, so you can make this work. Thank you. Okay, so now, do you have any staff here that want to join us and take a picture? So if you do, I'm going to ask, yeah, the firefighter, come on up. You know, it's just a Kodak moment in Hillsborough County.
Thank you, Commissioner Myers. Now, Commissioner Owen will present the next proclamation.
All right, good morning, everybody. It's a great day in Hillsborough County, huh? You know, I don't like to say whereas and aforementioned and words like that. I like to speak a little bit from the heart. And this next award is for the Intelligent Transportation Society of Florida's Outstanding Achievement Award to Traffic Management Center. Mr. Bellotti, are you here? Come on forward here. So for many of you, you all that don't know, I represent District 4. It by far has the most service requests. And I'm sure when my office is calling you, Josh, you guys roll your eyes and say, who's got this one? But I can't tell you, and I can probably speak for all the commissioners here, how appreciative we are for the hard work. You make us look good. The reason that we get all these little things done, whether it's traffic, whether it's things around our roads and infrastructure, you all do all the heavy lifting and we take all the credit. So I really appreciate you. Traffic impacts all facets of society: commerce, daily work, commutes, schools, you name it. Hillsborough County knows it is essential to have a high-functioning traffic management system. Our Traffic Management Center, TMC for short, uses closed-circuit television cameras to monitor traffic, to divert it around vehicle crashes, improve travel times, monitor construction sites, and observe traffic patterns for safety improvements. There has been substantial investment in the facility, personnel, and commitment to the overall program, all to enhance the safety and mobility of the public. Because of these outstanding achievements, the Intelligent Transportation Society of Florida on February 13th of this year presented the Hillsborough County with its Outstanding Achievement Award. Our county was honored for, and I quote, continuing innovation in the advancement of intelligent transportation systems and deployment of a traffic management center in Hillsborough County. Mr. Bellotti, congratulations to you and every member of your team. What an impressive accomplishment. And I'm sure the public and our business and industrial communities would like to thank you as well. And I'd like to invite you to say a few words.
Well, thank you very much, Commissioner Owen. I really appreciate it. This recognition, I think it means a lot. This team that's here with me today is just so motivated and dedicated to improving safety for all the people on our roadways in the county. And the work that they do to enhance technology in our traffic management center and for our traffic management network is one of the best ways that we can really make an impact on the community. I'm just so grateful to have such a talented and dedicated traffic management team. And like most things with public works, when it's done well, it's usually behind the scenes and generally goes unnoticed. So I really do appreciate this opportunity to recognize this team for the great work that they do, and I want to give them a big thank you as well. So thanks a lot.
Yeah. And I also want to say, too, many of you all know that we had a real tragedy. A 5-month-old lost her life in a car accident a few months ago. And Josh, you were there and your whole team was there to really pick up the pieces and help this family get through really tough times. And just want to let you know that we do not take you for granted. I speak for all the commissioners here. We appreciate all you do. And let's take a picture here real quick.
Commissioner Cohen, do you want to make a comment?
I just wanted to echo what Commissioner Owen said. Josh was with me last night at a neighborhood meeting in Town and Country, and the extra attention that this department puts to our requests and the degree to which they interact with the public is really, really terrific. And I wanted to echo Commissioner Owen's statement.
And I'll concur with that. I've been in a few public meetings with Josh, and he knows how to deflect the bullets, if you will, and really provide the community with the necessary information, but at the same time come out there not too bloodied, and that's an actful or a tactful art to have. So keep up the great work, Josh. Thank you, Commissioner Owen. Now, Commissioner Kemp will present the next recognition.
Good morning. Would Brenda Cogdell, Director of Risk Management and Safety, please join me at the podium? The recognition goes to Risk Management and Safety Division, whose on-base program has revolutionized the claims reporting and insurance submission processes. People really don't even know the risk management department and the work you do. So this is I was very interested in finding out more. With an intuitive approach of automatically sending out communications based on numerous scenarios, OnBase has consistently saved the department and end users both time and money. Collaboration has never been stronger as employees have quickly learned how to navigate the program and report or submit information in a timely manner. Additionally, vendors are able to easily access and submit insurance compliance forms. Furthermore, OnBase allows real-time reporting and analysis, a key factor in supporting the division's risk and management safety initiatives. These incredible results caught the attention of the Public Risk Management Association, also known as PRIMA. After a rigorous judging process, Hillsborough County's Risk Management and Safety On-Base Production Program was the recipient of the Outstanding Achievement for a Public Risk Management Product Award, which recognizes risk management products that are particularly timely, innovative, and effective for risk managers. So congratulations to our Risk Management Department and Safety Department for doing a job well done. And would you like to speak?
Thank you so much. Thank you, commissioners. As we all know, safety starts with us. It starts with the safety of our employees first and our citizens. So being able to have this support from the departments to help implement the on-base system has been invaluable to us, and we appreciate particularly the support of the IAO department that worked with us so diligently to bring it forward. So,
Great,
thank you.
And I will have you hold this, and we will go up and do a picture.
Thank you, Commissioner Kemp. Now, Commissioner Cohen will present the next three recognitions.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair. Good morning, everyone. It gives me great pleasure to present three honors that were presented to the Fleet Management Department during the 2023 National Association of Fleet Administrators Institute and Expo. Our department made history by winning a trifecta of awards. Also known as NAFA, the association is the world's premier organization for professionals who lead and manage vehicular fleets. Would the following people please join me at the podium? Robert Stine, Director of Fleet Management, Fleet Operations Manager Joel Senecal, Fleet Acquisition Manager Zachary Gilbert, and Fleet Fire Rescue Technician Supervisor Al Riviero. Annually, NAFA sponsors organizational and individual awards. On the organizational side, they sponsor the 100 Best Fleets in the Americas program, recognizing peak performing public and commercial fleet operations. This program identifies and encourages ever-increasing levels of performance improvement and innovation within the fleet industry. The 100 Best Fleets in the Americas contest is open to any fleet in North, Central, or South America. Over 20,000 public fleets are eligible to compete, with the top 100 being ranked. The number 1 fleet is selected based on 12 criteria, including leadership, efficiency, productivity, competitive pricing, staff development, accountability, high trust culture, use of technology, and information. The winner of this award is the number 1 fleet in the Western Hemisphere. And this year, the winner is Hillsborough County Fleet Management. So I think we owe them a round of applause. This department is a finely tuned machine at the top of its profession. They oversee a diverse fleet of more than 3,400 vehicles and equipment assets valued at $200 million. They support over 30 county departments, constitutional offices, including the tax collector, supervisor of elections, clerk of the circuit court and comptroller, and other agencies. Fleet's annual business plan is intricately connected to our budget. They have an active shop safety program that includes annual inspections by certified technicians and a comprehensive staff training program that encourages the highest certifications. And you know what? I left the rest of my papers on my desk. So give me 1 second. Sorry. Thanks. So I'm going to pick up right where I left off. Fleet taps the latest technology to enhance across-the-board functions to include preventative maintenance, repairs, and fleet-wide replacement that saves the county hundreds of thousands of dollars annually. Furthermore, Fleet is well prepared for natural disasters. This includes having emergency management plans in place that account for loss of refueling capabilities and alternate shop facilities. To enhance its already high levels of operations, Fleet not only encourages feedback, but actively seeks from its employees, leaders, and customers. Fleet's core values of teamwork, pride, and mutual respect help the department earn national accreditation from the American Public Works Association by passing 175 certification areas. This is a distinction earned by less than 5% of public fleets. Mr. Stine and all members of Fleet Management, this is amazing. It is an incredible honor, not just for your department, but for Hillsborough County, and we would like you to say a few words. Me. Out of the way here.
Well, first of all, thank you, Commissioner Cohen, for the kind words. I kind of forgot how busy we really are listening to all that. But it is pretty impressive what this department can do. I'd like to also thank all the commissioners for supporting the program. As elected officials, we definitely know how busy you are and the responsibilities that you have serving this county. It's a large, diverse county. I'd like to also thank Fleet's chain of command, Mr. Horwadell and Ms. Wise, who's, as mentioned, was with Fire Chief Jones down at Naples. They give us great support, and also the entire executive team represented by Mr. Fessler today for representing and supporting the Fleet family. I'd like to thank the Fleet team for their dedication and skills as public servants serving this great county and our customers. Many of our customers are sitting out here, our biggest ones with Kim Byer and Josh Blotty, Fire Rescue. You know, we don't like to get those calls from these senior folks saying that they have an issue and where's our stuff. Fortunately, we don't get too many of those because we're on top of our game as best as we can. The team award was earned by our department working with other staff departments like HR, ESQA, procurement, many others that are behind the scenes making things happen. As an internal service funded department, those departments are not the frontline facing public servant customer departments, but those departments work in conjunction with those frontline facing citizen departments to make things happen within this county. And I thank them for their service. Fleet partners with vendors to make things happen. We use it as a business model to try to serve the diverse customers that we do have. Representing our team today, starting off with Mr. Joel Senecal. He's our operations manager. His team manages over a $26 million operating budget, a $2.3 million a year fuel requirement, over 40 contracts, and he also partners with our parts vendor, Napa, to provide over 50,000 parts a year to keep the fleet up and running. So thank you to Joel and his team. Representing our technicians is Mr. Al Rivero. He's our fire rescue technician supervisor. Representing our services manager today, Quinn Segi. The maintenance team, they support over 80,000 repair jobs a year in support of over 275 makes and models of vehicles and equipment. Pretty impressive to try to figure out how all the different stuff works and to try to standardize the fleet and just get the parts for these different assets that are out there. Mr. Zach Gilbert is our acquisition manager. He is representing our asset management team and our asset manager, Ms. Megan Stanek. This team oversees the acquisition of over 300 vehicles and equipment a year, valued over $20 million, along with overseeing our database management program and also property control. Our team in the fleet industry has worked through and continues to face significant struggles and opportunities that are topped by supply chain issues, inflation, labor shortages, new asset shortages, just to name a few. These challenges actually started over 3 years ago when COVID started and are forecasted to continue for another 12 months. Fortunately, they've met these challenges head on with pride and professionalism. Again, thank you to the Commission for supporting this program and to the Fleet family for their dedication in taking care of our customers. Commissioner Cohen, I'll turn the floor back over to you.
Thank you very much. So we have 2 additional awards to announce this morning, and then I think what we'll do is we'll all take a picture together after that. I would like to ask Alex Gonzalez to come forward now. There you are. Besides organizational level awards, NAFA also recognizes individuals for excellence and achievement. For 2023, NAFA started a new program to honor fleet technicians who are the backbone of fleet organizations. The Fleet Technician of the Year program recognizes technicians in the following areas: professional certifications, technical training, safety, rework rates, productivity rates, innovation, and leadership. The 2023 National Award winner is our own Alex Gonzalez. Mr. Gonzalez, who has more than 24 years of technical experience, has been working for Hillsborough County for over 15 years. He is a master technician assigned to the Fleet Fire Rescue Work Center and holds over 25 automotive service excellence and emergency vehicle technical certifications. Mr. Gonzalez is responsible for maintaining over 350 fire rescue apparatus valued in excess of $75 million. He supports calls for technical assistance from over 45 fire stations that respond to 911 calls on a 24/7 basis. Likewise, he supports Fire Rescue Task Force 3 contingency response requirements. Due to Mr. Gonzalez's efforts, he was able to maintain a fire rescue apparatus availability rating above 96% and a personal productivity rating of over 92%. Mr. Gonzalez is an integral part of fleet and fire rescue process improvement and specification review teams that have led to annual cost avoidance savings in the 6-figure range. It is my honor to recognize Mr. Gonzalez for this award and to ask you to say a few words. And let's see, we've got, here it is. There you go.
All right, thank you.
Go ahead.
All right. Well, there's a lot of people to thank for this. Yeah, too much to name today, but for the most, my family and friends for the support, allowing me to, focus on my craft and provide the, the best service I could for Hillsborough County. I got to thank Fleet Management, for believing in me and allowing me the privilege to represent Hillsborough County at the national level. It's greatly an honor. Everyone on the floor that works with me, all the talented men and women that guided me with their knowledge and skill, they made me, the professional I am today. And of course, to all the commissioners for the recognition, everyone here for the recognition and the congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations again. Our next award. This year, NAFA also began a new individual competition to recognize top-performing fleet professionals in the area of leadership, innovation, process savings, policies, replacement programs, customer service, fuel management, safety, and more. The winner of the NAFA 2023 Fleet Professional of the Year Award should come as no surprise to those who know and work with him, Bob Stine. Mr. Stine is a retired United States Air Force full colonel who served the nation for 30 years. He spent 12 years stationed internationally and was deployed in support of global combat operations. He has led our fleet management department since January of 2013. Mr. Stine is a talented leader who is committed to improving operations and reducing service costs by seeking staff input and using process improvement approaches to streamline and standardize fleet operations. Through his efforts, he gained support for numerous projects that improved workforce quality of life and efficiency gains for fleet's customers. These efforts include 3 new satellite repair and refueling sites that were designed based on workforce input. He led cost avoidance projects that led to savings in the hundreds of thousands of dollars and earned individual and department fleet certifications. In 2022, under his leadership and direction, fleet management achieved a 99% customer point of sale survey rating based on 825 inputs. Mr. Stine, these are tremendous accomplishments. We are tremendously proud of you and your team and want to congratulate you again and ask you just to say a few words before we take a picture. And this is your award.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Commissioner Cohen, again, thank you for the kind words. This individual award was earned due to the department's accomplishments. The good ideas definitely do not come from me. They come from the fleet team. My goal and my responsibility is to get them implemented as all directors and executive team members should. You listen to the folks that actually do the work, and you make it happen by budgeting it, forecasting it, and just working through the struggles that are out there. I would put this team up against any of the other teams that I've led during my military career. Many of the fleet members are also veterans, and the county is full of veterans throughout the place. As a servant leader, we believe in encouraging our team to improve themselves professionally and personally. Our common theme is taking care of our customers. Again, many of them are here, and also their families. As an internal service funded department, we strive to improve our processes through brainstorming and empowerment. We focus on ways to enhance our mission and quality of life. As public servants, we are all held to higher standards. We believe we have a mission that makes a difference for our community, and we are proud to wear the county emblem, which is behind me on the wall. The department believes in mutual respect, teamwork, and performing at the highest levels with pride. And finally, we believe in Mrs. Wise's values and vision of one team, one county, and one community. Again, thank you very much. Commissioner Cohen, turn the floor back over to you.
Congratulations to all of you. I think we're going to go and take a picture with the board, and let's take the award up with us.
Thank you, Commissioner Cohen. And now Commissioner Cameron Cepeda will present our final recognition this morning.
Good morning. Thank you and good morning. Would Mr. Earl Brown please join me at the podium? As was the case at most pet shelters across the country, the volunteer program at the Pet Resource Center was impacted by pandemic restrictions. That was tough for a shelter that takes in about 15,000 dogs and cats each year. Fast forward to now, and the volunteer program has not only survived, but thrived. Chelsea Waldeck, as a volunteer program supervisor, and her team made the best of that challenge and took the opportunity to build a bigger, better, and more technologically advanced volunteer program. In 2022, that meant more than 250 volunteers provided about 14,000 hours of direct care for shelter pets. That effort was recognized by the National Association of Counties Achievement Award for building back a volunteer program post-pandemic. Some of the accomplishments that led to the award include updating and streamlining the volunteer application and training processes, resulting in a more efficient and effective training program. Improvements were made in disseminating information to volunteers and in recognizing and rewarding volunteers, which increased volunteer retention. Efforts were made to involve corporate volunteer groups and a more diverse group of volunteers, including those from the McDonald Training Center and the Pepin Academy Transition Program. The new volunteer program demonstrates that an investment in the right programming can deliver thousands of dollars in needed services and care for pets and provide far greater community support and buy-in than the shelter has ever seen. As you know, the lifeblood of any pet shelter is the community's understanding, appreciation, ownership, and support of its mission to find homes for the homeless pets and be a resource to the community. The new PRC volunteer program has accomplished these goals and more, and richly deserves this honor from the National Association of Counties. Congratulations to the entire team at Pet Resources and all the dedicated volunteers. Would you like to say a few words, Mr. Brown?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. On behalf of our amazing and wonderful volunteer coordinator, I want to accept this award on her behalf. She's under the weather today, so my apologies. She has been an integral part of our entire team, working hand in hand with our shelter team to ensure that we get the services that we need for our homeless pets in Hillsborough County. 14,000 hours of volunteer service hours equates to several $1,000s of community support that we couldn't do without their help, and we couldn't do it without the help of the community. We're thankful for her development of the vocational and neurological diverse programs, partnering with Ronald McDonald Charities and also the Pepin Academy. And also, you know, we are the county's only open admission shelter that's supported by the county, taking in over 14 to 15,000 animals a year. And post-pandemic, in the last year and a half, we went from a handful of volunteers that survived through the pandemic and stuck with us through the pandemic to over 250 volunteers that are now regularly providing services for the shelter. And in that year and a half, Chelsea has done a fantastic job of turning things around and making us the success that we have been, given our increased number of animals at the shelter. We're very thankful for having her on our team, and we thank you.
Thank you, Commissioner Cameron Cepeda and and really thank you to all the volunteers and staff. Our volunteers are critical to the Pet Resource Center. These folks really work tirelessly for our unwanted pets, and my hat's off to all of our volunteers and staff for everything they do for our animal friends. Well, that concludes our ceremony this morning. I want to thank everyone for being here today, and special thanks to all the award recipients for their invaluable work they do to help make Hillsborough County such a special place. And with that, we're adjourned.